Hello, friends. Welcome to Insight with GlamGuru, episode 9. And today we are once again back in front of you with someone really special to talk about one more time about something which must be of great interest for all of you who have been following the pageants from last many years. And today we really wanted to talk about something which is as important as preparing for any pageant, or to make sure that the delegate gets equal amount of coverage, equal amount of recognition, and equal amount of opportunity at the international arena. We have seen in the past couple of years Miss India's making it to the semi-finals of many pageants. We had Miss World, two Miss Supranationals, one Miss Earth 10 years back, and the kind of placement our girls have been getting for India has been remarkable enough. But in the past couple of years, it is quite evident that the perspective and the kind of advantage and the kind of environment India has already created back those in the late 90s and the early 20s, that is not much evident today. But what is happening on the pageant arena, how these girls are preparing themselves, and what the organizations, the people who are taking the responsibility of sending these girls at the international pageant, what it takes to make sure that these girls get equal opportunity and are as competent enough as any other contender. So to discuss all of it, and as our title suggests today, the scope for India at the international pageant, we are going to discuss today with our guest today. Now, once again, as I always say, the question arises who we have today to discuss about this topic today. So without further delay, let me introduce you to someone really special. Please welcome, we have Mr. Nikhil Anand. He is the CEO and the chairman of the Glamanand Group, who holds the franchise of Miss International, conducts Miss Multinational International Pageant, Miss Teen International, Miss Teen Universe, and Miss Teen India. And he has been working along with the girls from the past 5 years. As a youngster and as a new entrepreneur, he has made a mark and has created a record, I would say, being the first youngest, I would say, the national director for any pageant in India. And Nikhil is here with us today to join this conversation on Insight with GlamGuru. Hi, Nikhil. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, Abhishek, for having me here.
Absolutely, and it's our pleasure that we have someone from the industry and someone who has been doing it for past couple of years and has get exposed to so many opportunities. Nikhil, I will start my conversation with you, and I would really like all of our followers to join this conversation. Nikhil is here. You can ask questions to him, and we will also be putting your questions together. So, Nikhil, my first question, without delaying any our conversation today, what do you think is the current scenario for India at the international pageant? I mean, you have the Miss International franchise. You have sent a delegate to Miss Earth twice, 2015 Aital Khosla and 2018 Nishi Bhardwaj. And you also had great experience working with teen international pageants. If I talk about the mainstream pageant, what is your first-hand assessment about their perspective and the kind of exposure which has been given to Indian delegates at the international arena?
I think that if I talk about the international pageants, I would say like there arises a question that if they are biased, if they are unfair to us, but I would deny all these allegations because I feel that every year an
Yes,
organization wants something different in a winner. And that is what
yes,
we can see. If you talk about, if we see the international winners, like of any pageant, you take any international, big international pageant, all the winners have different qualities. They are unique in their own self. That is one thing that
yes,
we need to understand, that our girls also need to, somewhere we lack the preparation. Sometimes it's not our best day. We cannot say that a girl never gave their best, but sometimes it's
yes,
not the best day that we click that small thing. And definitely
yes,
international pageant is such a long journey. It is the calculation of the marks for more than 20-30 days, and it has to be a consistent performance to win the pageant. And we
yes,
also, as an organization, I'll talk about myself, I do not know about the other organization. I'm sure they are doing
yes,
well what I have seen them. But yes, we must buckle up a bit more, and we should try to train our girls much more so that we never have to stop our preparation. We have to keep trying, and I'm sure that ultimately we will be able to win our first Miss International pageant as well.
Absolutely, and I think that is this is it's very right to say, it's a consistent process, and you have to make sure that you meet the deadlines, the candidate is prepared at the right time, and of
That's
course it's not about the luck factor at the international pageant. Now, talking about the organization, you have worked with Miss Earth pageant organization. That was your first franchisee in 2015. You later on also picked it in 2018, and Miss International, you have a very long relationship. I think you have as of now 4 or 5 delegates already representing India
yeah.
at that pageant. So if you can tell us about both these organizations, how do you relate to them, and what is your first hand experience? Because India has not placed at Miss Earth from 2010, the last time when Nicole won it, and Miss International also were awaiting from 2012 when Rochelle Maria Rao made it for the top 15. How has been your experience so far, and what kind of qualities and what kind of environment is there when they look forward to their winner?
If I talk about Miss Earth, that was the first pageant I started with, and I'll definitely have a soft corner with that pageant because that is something I started with, and it really is very
Yes,
special to me, and it will remain special. No matter if I take the franchise or I drop the franchise for any reason, like there might be
yes,
certain reason, but the thing is that Miss Earth has been close and it will remain close to me. No matter, and when it
yes,
comes about India performing at Miss Earth or Miss International, I'll always support India no matter who sends it. Talking about Miss
yes,
International, I'm sure that what we have been analyzing, I have been hearing from the pageant fans, like when I entered the pageant journey, like I have been following up with the comments and the suggestions of almost hundreds and thousands of people. What I heard,
yes,
someone suggested, okay, we should send the Northeast girls, they may perform better. But if you
yes,
look at the Miss International winners, it's not that they are looking for a certain face type. Every time they
yes,
have a different winner. It's not about Northeast, it's not about South India, it's not about North India. It can be any one girl from
yes.
all across it. It's just that we need some more competition as a national pageant so that we as an organization can also have a tougher competition between the girls and we can filter out the better quality. And then we can
Of course,
also
Nikhil, I would like to
raise
add
the
on to
standard.
what you are saying. And I would really want to add on one thing which in your conversation so that you can highlight it. We are getting some responses from our followers, and we have Vivek Ray Chaudhary, and he's asking what happened with Miss Earth franchise. I mean, he wanted to know why you part ways with Miss Earth, what happened, and why we were not able to see you more working with Miss Earth. And also, what I would request you to come a little closer to the camera so that we can
Yeah,
hear you properly. Yeah.
yeah. So about Miss Earth franchise, everybody knows that I have my own international pageant, Miss Multinational as well, and definitely sending a girl to Miss Earth pageant, like any of the big four pageant, it actually costs you a huge amount. So
Yes.
definitely, I would like to divert my funds for now to Miss Multinational
Yes.
more, and I would like to make Miss Multi because my vision was not only about winning India at pageant. I also wanted to have something that
Yes.
has been created by India. I want India to be the owner of one of the major pageants. When you talk about Miss World, we say that okay, UK owned company owns it. Which if you talk about Miss
Yes.
Universe, USA owns it. I want that
Yes.
okay, people should also say that okay, Miss Multinational India owns it. And yes, it's there should be a time when they should be thinking that okay, we have to please Indians to win the international crown. That was my motto, and I think I'll be working much more on that.
Of course, and I think that's the reason you have made sure that the priorities for you as of now is to make Miss Multinational more visible, and you
Yes,
really are trying to put all those energies there. That's
right.
a question by Vivek. Now, talking about what you were earlier saying, I really want to know about one thing as a brand. What has been your experience in terms of qualities and the kind of delegate Miss Earth and Miss International is looking internationally? I mean, we already had a session with Melvin Dominic Norona on Insight with GlamGuru. He, has worked with so many organizations and he had great experience with different organizations. And he also come up with his own perspective. I really want to know about you that what do you think is what are they looking for and what kind of criteria is there and what is more required you have experienced by your last effort which needs
Yeah.
to be done more in order to get placement, at least start getting placed at both these pageants.
I would like to point out one very important thing that maybe like I've seen the pageant more closely than any other spectator. I have been there. I have spent much more time at the Miss International pageant. I have seen the girls over there. If you talk about the strategy, I do not think that you need a strategy to win international. Miss International is
Yes,
actually very tricky. It's much more simple, and you can say it is much more complex as well at the same time. Why I'll say that it is much more simple, because you need no strategy to win it. You need to be well prepared. The girl only needs to focus on being her personal best. And why it is more tricky to win, because the competition level is actually very higher. If
yes.
I'm sure that if you talk about Miss World, and if you compare Miss World and International, I really doubt that okay, Miss International is anyway behind Miss World in terms of the competition.
Yes.
And that makes Miss International very unique, that okay, you have to be your best. You do not need that okay, I have worked on certain parameters, and okay, I'll rock the show, I'll impress them, okay, and I'll be the winner. No, that doesn't go over there. Trust me, every time I see a new winner, and every time I have been at the pageant, in one
Yes.
side, as a national director, when I look at the crowd, I can figure out the top at least two to three girls who come in top five, and every
But Nikhil,
time
you
they
have
come in
been
top five.
working with these organizations, and I would like to interrupt here. What is your own assessment? What do you think about yourself? Like, I'm all about your organization. What you need to do more? I mean, you have had very good representatives in the last, if I can say, 2 3 years specifically, and they have been doing great. But as far as I won't say strategy, but things which are required. And what do you think? Matlab, if you really need to make sure that India at least started placing there, then only eventually she will end up winning or getting a higher placement.
Okay,
So what can you say about it? What would you like to do now in terms of getting your representation, or rather say India's representation, more prominent?
okay. I'll if I talk about India's non-placement, I would take the responsibility that okay, we as an organization have also, you can say that we have lagged at some point of time, that okay, we have lagged, could not give our best. And I would make a request to everyone watching this, that okay, an organization becomes big because of its fans, followers, supporters, everybody. If you support our
Yes,
pageant, if you support our girls, it's just that if you start bashing our girl, their morale has to go down. No matter how
yes,
confident girls we stand, it's just that if you
yeah,
keep on boosting our girl now, they'll definitely do well. We
yes,
have been a new organization. We have started going, and 2019 edition was our grandest edition until now. And I'm sure
yes,
that sponsors will also keep on coming. And now we are trying to keep our presence early so that we can train our girls much more. We can provide
yes,
many more facilities to our girls. Whatever representatives I sent in the past, I am proud of them. They never left any stone unturned at their personal best. They did
yes,
their best. We also tried our best. It's not that we left that okay, we have a winner. Okay, when she has to go, we'll think about that. And no, we have not even left even a single day when we actually had like sleep, like you can say a proper sleep. We were always conscious that okay, what is the parameter of the preparation.
yes,
We have been enhancing the wardrobe quality, we have been enhancing the jewelry quality, we have been enhancing the training quality. Definitely all the girls are also getting
yes,
trained by the two top renowned trainers of India, Ritika Ramatri and Nisha Roth. They have, where even the Miss India girls, femina Miss India girls
yes,
also train. So we have also been going to them. They have been the mentors, and I'm
yes,
sure that
yes,
they have also given their best. It's just that okay, we all collectively have to think about
yes.
India. Anybody can have personal grudges with me. Anybody can dislike me. But remember, when it's about the girl, please support them. If you
Absolutely,
have,
I
if
really
anybody,
agree to your point that it's about
anybody can
India.
dislike, yeah,
Yes,
anybody
yes,
can
you are saying
dislike me. That is totally fair, and it's we are humans, and we can actually
yes,
dislike somebody.
absolutely.
Even I have my
Absolutely,
choices
Nikhil.
that okay,
I would really like to say here that it is not about someone some I won't say person, but not even about the organization, because everybody wants their delegate to place high. Nobody, there are 80, 90 girls every year, and you are only 15 or 20 will make the cut, or eventually one winning the crown. But it's not
Absolutely.
about if country is not placing for consistently for many years. We have so many countries who doesn't place
Yeah,
for like 40 years, 30 years, 20 years. But it's just about your preparation and the kind of exposure you are giving, and your effort should show. I mean, everybody has such days.
exactly.
We have seen Miss India is also going in the last to last decade, how they have struggled to get their statement, but it happens. Now, talking about the another aspect of this industry. Before that, I will quickly take one more question, Nikhil. We have just received. We have Kritika. She's saying, "What's your take on placement of India in Miss International?" I mean, she is again asking the thing that do you think that
Okay.
you are near to placing, and I would put in that way, and the kind of experience you have had so far, do you think you
Okay.
have got the game?
I would like to share one very important thing I've shared with very few people. Like, I spoke to the chairperson of the Miss International organization, Miss Ekimi Shimomura. And the
Yeah.
good thing I heard last year that okay, India was almost close to the placement. We missed
Okay.
by a bit, a bit. I cannot disclose exact what
Yes.
rank India was because it was
Of
not
course.
explained
Yes. Right. Right.
publicly. But the thing is, but the feedback I got, the only good part is that they have started noticing India, and remembering India's name out of those 80 girls is also something that India must have done something well.
Yes.
India did well, and it was, you can say that it someday it might not have been the best ever Simrithi that she could not place. Sometimes it happens. And for
Yes.
that, we the public, we the organization people, everybody needs to work on our girls. And if we lagged, I would like to take the responsibility that okay, if we did not place,
Yes.
I would like to take that responsibility, and I'll make sure that we as an organization try our best
Yes.
that okay, our girls get the best training, and we
Yes.
actually keep on giving more and more to our
Yes.
girls so that they go there
Of course.
more
Yes.
confident.
Now, yes, absolutely, Nikhil, and thanks for your reply. And I think you have very openly, talked about it, and we really appreciate your, guts and confidence to deliver it very neatly. Now, I would like to talk about your experience. You started off Glamanand Supermodel India in the year 2015. You had a great journey so far, a lot of experiences. You have worked with different organizations. The set of winners you have had every year have been getting a lot of attention to the brand. How has been your journey so far? What were the struggles, and what would you like to talk about your vision now? How you are planning to take Miss Glamour and Supermodel India to another level, and what has been your memorable moments with this journey so far?
Honestly, the best part is that okay, at my pageants, I get one more family every year.
Yes.
I get to connect with many more people, and I get few people for life, and that is
I
my
just request
best
you to come
earning.
closer so that we can hear
Yeah,
you properly. Yeah. Yeah.
that is my best earning in the pageant. That okay, I get to connect with more and more people. I get to see the talents, and I'm
Yes.
privileged enough that okay, I have an opportunity that okay, I can bring one talent in front
Yes.
of the world as a winner who can actually represent India, who can be one of the top three Miss Indias every year. And that
Yes.
is actually a fortunate thing for me. Talking about the struggles, I think every entrepreneur goes through it. I would not like to
Yes.
have sympathy on that part because I think that's a journey and we all go through it. If I
Yes.
talk about you, if I talk about any other person, everybody has their own struggle. So I also have my own struggle. So let's not focus on
Yes.
that. Let's focus on the bigger picture that, okay, finally we have been able to evolve as an established organization. We have been doing
Yes.
better than the past. We have started
But
upgrading things.
I would really like to know your story. What made you, take this industry, join this industry? What made you push at a very early age? I mean, you are the youngest national director from India so far. So, what made you, decide that you want to take that this industry and you want to take the pride of sending delegates to the international pageants? How has
Okay.
been your first, thought about it?
There are two things. Like I was in my college when I watched Feminine Miss India for the first time. Honestly, I
Okay.
watched Feminine Miss India for the first time in 2013.
Okay.
People may not believe. Trust me, I had no idea about the pageant. I watched Femina Miss India for the first time.
Yes.
What actually attracted me was the business module. Honestly, the first thing that stuck in my mind that okay, this is something that can be a good business, and also it can be satisfactory because when there comes about when the matter comes about India or the Indian flag, it gives me
Yes.
goosebumps. It gives me some kind of energy that okay, yes, I have to do something for it. So why not have a business which also gives me mental satisfaction, which drives me upwards that okay, yes, I have to do it for India, and at the same time also make some decent amount of money.
Yes.
So it was like that, okay, I'll also have some business established and I'll also do my best so that India does well. And that satisfaction, no money can match that if India does well.
Absolutely, and I think that's what is very important in this industry. You need to be passionate about your work and your determination, because it's just not about any organization. Or I always say it's
Even
not
by
about.
time, I would
Yes,
like to quote that even by time, like I was a new, I have learned so many things. I'm still learning. Like learning is a process, I would say that, and I am learning in a very good way. I have come across so many things. I come up with the ideas. We have tried to implement so that India does well. At the end, what matters is India winning it, and I would love to have those tears in my eyes when I hear the winner as India. That's still a dream.
absolutely. Absolutely, and that thing is really important, because I just what I was saying is, it's not about the organization, and I also say it's not about the girl also, because that position, that sash, that crown is passed every year. It's only about India, and India making it to the international arena, India getting placed, India getting the title, and also India getting bashed if our girls, or we are not getting good. It's all about India. So now I would like to talk about the another aspect of it, about the kind of industry which is currently. Do you think that the perspective of international pageant organizers has changed in the past couple of years, as far as India as a powerhouse of beauty or a pageant nation is concerned? Do you really think there is something to do about the industry, or about the kind of environment we have in our country? Because we always see Philippines getting placed, Venezuela winning, Colombia is the new powerhouse from the past 7 8 years, and to mention some other countries, USA, of course, is the mother of all pageants, and they are the biggest industry. Do you think it's what is happening as of now,
Okay,
and
I'll
what
tell
is
you.
your own
I'll,
observation
I'll tell
about
you.
their lookout towards India?
I'll
Yes,
explain it with some examples actually, and I think this is very important that everybody must understand one thing.
yes,
Philippines and Venezuela, we need to
yeah,
see that okay, what do they do that we lack? The girls start doing at things from a very early age. It's like cricket. If we talk about the cricketers,
yeah,
they grow with their experience when they start playing the matches. A cricketer gets better when he keeps on playing for years and years. Virat Kohli did not come all of a sudden to the Indian team and started scoring back-to-back centuries. Virat Kohli took 7 to 8 years of regular practice, and now he is actually the best player in the world. So I believe that
yeah,
we need to focus more on the team pageants. We need to promote our youngsters that okay, go to the team pageants, start learning. The confidence that comes in the span of a couple of years, you cannot actually match it with the
yeah,
confidence that comes in a couple of months. Honestly, time
of
matters the most, practice matters the most. No matter what, practice makes anybody perfect, and that is where Venezuela and Philippines stands out. I at Miss Teen International and Miss Multinational, I also judge Philippines. I see the girls. I have been to the Philippines. I have seen the environment. Trust me, the kind of environment Philippines get
yes,
in India, winning Miss World, and in Philippines winning Miss Philippines, they get the equal amount of coverage. That is what where India lacks. We need to focus more on our teen pageants. We need to push our girls that okay, go start preparing. People should find out the talents. They should actually boost them that okay, you
yes.
should start preparing from an early age. When we train our girls at an early age,
Yes.
you do not have to start from the scratch when you're training them for the Miss World, Miss Universe, or Miss International pageant.
But
And
Nikhil,
that
on
I
this,
think
on this
will be
point, I really want to add on to one thing, and I want to know, as a journalist also, that why the organization? I mean, I really want to give it an insight to all of our followers. I mean, you're talking about the preparations and you're talking about making it early so that you are able to the delegate gets enough time. But why the organizers are not able to conduct the show? I mean, why is it not possible for you to have a pageant happening in January or February, and you are giving at least 6 to 7 months to your candidate to prepare, and same for other organizations as well?
There are two things. Like if you talk about the sponsors majorly, like if I talk about the other, if I talk about my own journey, like
Yes,
sponsors generally open their budget in the month of April.
yes, yes,
That is very genuine. Or either they actually end their budget in the month of October. So either we have to start planning from the month of June or July for the next year pageant, or either
yeah,
when we start preparing for our pageant from the month of November, December, that is where we lack. I have also learned it by time. Okay, if I start approaching the sponsor from the month of November, they will not give me any funds before April. If I
yes,
cannot, I cannot sell my own house and keep on doing the pageants. The thing is that I also have to survive. I have to feed my team. I have to give the salaries. So
yes,
that is where we have been lacking, and this is why I'm glad that okay, if pageants are not happening this year, we will be able to push this through in January or February. And if this continues, we'll have regular pageants in the month of January or February, and that will help
yes.
India much more now.
So, like as you were saying, it's more about the kind of sponsorship you need, or the kind of support from the industry, which is, I think, is a major challenge where you.
Also, in India, pageants are not much supported by the audience. There needs to be more awareness. There's more confusion about the pageants. There are hundreds of pageants happening. Even the
Yes,
girls do not know which pageant to go, which is their last destination, which is their ultimate destination. How would the
yes,
audience know? There has to be some media planning. There has to be something done so that girls understand. Even the public should understand. Okay, what are the ultimate pageants that the girls should finally go so that they can represent India at the big pageants. The awareness
of
needs to
course,
be
and I
there.
think that is very valid point from your side. Please come closer a bit, and I really want to ask you one more thing. Vivek is once again back here, and he wanted to ask about your plans for Glamanand 2021. I mean, people are excited, and they really want to know about what is happening on that ground and what kind of preparations you are doing for the next edition.
One good news I would like to say that yes, we are going to have the strongest batch ever now this time in the January. Like
Yes.
probably we are planning the pageant in January, so we'll be having the strongest batch. And I'm sure few of your favorites, like all the pageant fans or pageant supporters, like few of the favorites will be coming to the pageant. And I'm expecting to have a very tough competition, and rest leave the results on the judges so that we can have a better winner, so that we can also crack the Miss International pageant.
Of course, and I think that's very important because if you start preparing early, you definitely it give you a lot of good results, and you've already spoke about it. Now, Nikhil, I would like to talk about one more dimension of it, which you really want to touch upon, is the kind of support from the other organization. I mean, if you can talk about it, how the other organization, the national organization, how has been your relationship with them? What kind of inputs you have received, their perspective towards India, about your delegate or delegate in general.
Okay.
What do they have to say, and what are in their mind when they
Okay.
talk about
One
India or
one
Miss
thing
India at
one
Miss
thing
International
I want to change. I would request a change, and I think the pageant fans can put it forward. When I if I see that when our girls represent India at Miss World or Miss Universe, you can see the posts on
Yes,
our social media platforms and on our networks that we actually post. We also ask our winners, we also ask our contestants to post about the girls who are representing India at Miss World and Miss Universe. The same approach should be from the other organization as well, forgetting that okay, the rival organization is sending the girl. It's about the girl.
yes.
We should support the girl. More and more people should be knowing. And there's there's always a harm when you try to ignore the other part. It's just that supporting each other will help us grow much more. It's just
Yes.
that we have our own audience, they have their own audience. But if we actually boost each other, forgetting the rivalry or the competition or any other thing or any other stuff, it's just that okay, we need to
No,
support
but
each
I'm
other.
trying to ask in a constructive way. I mean, what's their
Yeah, that
lookout? I mean, Are they excited about India? What kind of questions you get often asked by the other national directors,
Okay,
and
okay, okay.
what is they have to do about their review or their own perspective of India as a pageant nation?
Okay, honestly, like India still has that aura that okay, when India is there, everybody's scared that okay, India can be the winner anytime. Everybody has
Yes.
an eye on India, and last few representatives that I sent, they were good. They have had a good aura, and they really impressed the other national directors. And the best part is that now having very good relations with the other national directors. uh,
Yes.
I can see that the audience, like the other national directors, when their girl do not, when their girls come, we cheer up for their girl, and when India comes, they also cheer for India, and that is the good part
Yes.
I would like to count. And they really see India in a very positive way.
Of course, and I think that's the reason, the kind of threat India is always there internationally, and they really look forward to India. And I think our girls have also done it well. They have, represented us so well, and the kind of victories we have speaks about it. Now, I would like to talk about a last question because we are running out of time, and I really want to take this opportunity to know a lot of things, but we are running out of time. And what's your final word, and how would you elaborate about the kind of things which are very much required? I accept the point you say you need support. People should support our delegate internationally, but as an organizer, as someone who is responsible for a delegate internationally, not only for you but for the other organization who send the girls to the leading pageants, what do you think in constructively, what is what should be an approach, and how you think what can be more done? And of course, the pandemic situation is there. How would you recommend to utilize this opportunity, and what all you can suggest about making sure that the scope for India is more prominent in the next couple of years?
As an organization, as the pageant media, as the pageant followers, everybody, we collectively should focus more and more towards having more quality girls in our national pageants. We keep on doing, we keep on searching for the better candidates, better aspirants who actually aspire to. We have never looked up for experts who were totally raw, who were the freshers. We have never been on part, like we have never been inclined towards that okay, we only need an experienced delegate. It's just that we need the
Yes.
talent. And as an organization, we do look for the more and more like quality entries, and I would like that okay, we as a pageant family, we should recommend more and more girls to come to Glamanand Supermodel India or to go for Femina Miss India or Miss Diva. These three pageants, I would like to say that okay, we are sending to the big three pageants. So I would like to say that okay, whatever girls, sometimes like I would not say that okay, the girls who get rejected at Femina Miss India or Miss Diva, they cannot groom. Sometimes their motivation goes down, they break down. Sometimes they do not understand that okay, where do they lack. The judges understand that okay, why the girl was not selected, but the girl actually loses it. But when she starts preparing again, then she understands that okay, what things was she lacking. And there we need to push our girls that okay, you still can do well, and yes, she must
Yes.
give it a next shot.
Yes, of course, and that's, I think it's more about making your journey your own craft, making yourself worthy of that title, and that push needs to come both, of course, from the candidate side and from the organization, and a great amalgamation of both of them is gonna do miracles. And we have seen, the victories we have had from the girls, and specifically Manushi, Asha, Srinidhi, Nicole, and Susha. Srishti, all of them making us proud internationally and making a significant change. And that's very much evident, and we have seen that. Nikhil, I really want to take this opportunity to carry on this conversation, but of course, we're running out of time.
Yeah.
I really want to thank you for the kind of vision and the kind of suggestions, your own thought, and that was so independently you have put on our platform today. Thank you so much for being with us on Inside with Glam Guru tonight, and we really want to congratulate you for your upcoming projects, and of course for the 2021 edition of Glamanand Supermodel India. And best of luck for the next year. And we really support the kind of work you are doing. And once again, thanks a lot for giving your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me and keep supporting.
Of course, yes, we really need to support, and that's what Nikhil is also saying. And we really want to thank him once again for joining us. And friends, that's all for today we have for you on Insight with Glam Guru. We really wanted to understand about the perspective of international pageants towards India. We had Nikhil Anand talking to us exclusively, spinning the beans about what it takes to represent, what are the kind of perspective from the organization side, the sponsor, the general followers, and the public, and what more needs to be done. We really wish that this discussion would have really given you a lot of insight about Indian pageantry, and that's what we have been doing. And we really wanted to make sure that you get all this content here on GlamGuru. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And as I always say, please don't forget to like, share our page GlamGuru on Facebook. Please also subscribe to our channel GlamGuru on YouTube. We're also there giving you the exclusive content. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and we'll keep coming back to you with some more interesting content and promising guests.